when you have everything invested in something, literally everything invested. And I was telling a sous chef recently, because he wanted to put a dish on the menu, and I was like, would you do this idea if you had like everything on the line? Like your family's savings were on the line. What kind of dish would you make?
Right.
I don't think you'd be making this dish that you're selling me right now. It would be something a lot more thoughtful, a lot more delicious. The only thing you can guarantee in terms of a restaurant experience is how the diner is going to leave in terms of feeling. They're either going to be pissed off,
right.
They're going to be okay with the meal, or they're going to be elated. We're always shooting for the feeling of elation. And how do you get to that? And somehow that guides the creative process. And
yeah,
we're after the big mistake. And in emails, I'm telling everybody, like, I don't care about the success. Please document the failure.
Right.
Like, because we have this round table thing where everyone emails finished dishes. And I'm just so tired of it. I'm like, okay, fine, I'm sure it tastes good. That doesn't tell us anything. I want to know the story in between the beginning and the end is really how we got there.
Right.
And that's the information that's going to benefit everybody.
It's the left side of the Cook's Illustrated recipes. It's
yeah.
the exciting part.
Yeah, exactly. And it's the mistakes that we're going to learn. If someone can make this mistake, then we can sort of avoid making the same mistake. To me, craftsmanship is you either make it right or you don't do it. Life is too short to be mediocre at something. I always yell at cooks, and I'm like, if you took this job to make money, you're a fucking idiot. Why would you sacrifice your education so you can make money? I understand you have to make money to pay rent, but at a certain point, it's about learning and getting better at this craft, this job of yours. So I have to remind myself that it could be something like, we were going to launch a fried chicken sandwich. Not something that you would say is like craft, like a real art to it all. But in my mind is what if somebody tasted and says that's my best food experience of my life? Because if I think about the best food experiences of my life, I'm not thinking about the decor or even the company I'm with. I'm thinking about these moments, and that's what I'm after, is that moment where someone tastes something like,
outwork anyone.
Yes.
Out hustle.
I just won't break, I mean, there's moments that I want to break, but I just won't.
One of the things I've always thought about with men is, you sort of have, there's basically two qualities you can always control that you're given, and those are time and energy. And it's really sort of your success depends on how you harness those, right? I mean, where do you find, the energy, it's clear you've got this sort of bottomless reservoir of energy, but where do you find the time to create and to invent what really has been such a transformative cuisine?
The idea of invention, I think, is learning to be open to the fact that anything could be inspiration, or not having a preconceived notion that something can't be anything as well.
Yeah.
I tend to look at life right now as one of those grade school dances when you're sort of first discovering sexuality, and the year before you're like, oh, girls are gross. I would never want to talk to them. And now you're like, oh, maybe I should ask this girl out to dance.
Right.
But you never do, because you're afraid that you'll be rejected, and it's much better to be a wallflower. And most people say no to it because of that nausea, that feeling of total, you just don't want to be in that moment because it just is so uncomfortable. And I have learned to be attracted to that moment, because I found that that's when you're growing, and the worst thing that's going to happen is they'll say no to you, but just maybe they'll say yes. More often than not, they'll say no to you, and you'll get rejected. But I found that at our restaurants, at least, that's what our best work is, when we're in that moment where we feel like we're going to throw up.